In this, to study the osmosis, we have already learned this experiment. This experiment we call Thistle funnel experiment. Okay, Thistle funnel experiment. Right now, just brief revision. Suppose over a beaker is there. That beaker is filled with a sugar solution. Here the beaker is filled with sugar solution. Water plus sugar molecules are there. Now, in this funnel, that end is attached with the parchment paper, which acts as a semi-permeable membrane. Right? Initially, at this much level, the water is there in this funnel. Right? Now, can anyone explain me water moves into the funnel or water moves outside the funnel when this condition is given, in which in beaker sugar solution, in funnel pure water is there, then what happen over here? Zenil, please unmute yourself.
Yes,
Okay, your answer?
ma'am, into.
Into. Sure.
Yes, ma'am, because
Water,
outside
okay, tell me, water moves
water
from higher
concentration is
water
high.
potential. So can you
As
tell me higher water concentration in which one, beaker or funnel?
beaker,
beaker में क्या है, solution और pure water?
pure water.
Wrong. मैंने क्या बोला, ये follow करना है, this one. Here the beaker is there in which sugar, we can say that the sucrose solution is there. Here pure water is there in funnel. Now can you tell me in which direction water flow occur? Thistle
From
funnel to beaker or beaker to funnel?
from pure water to sucrose solution.
Meaning what? Funnel to beaker or beaker to funnel?
Funnel to beaker.
Yes, right. Funnel to beaker. So when water comes outside, right? Water comes outside from this, then we call outside the cell. When that time we call it a exoosmosis, right? Exit, that we call the exoosmosis. And if reverse condition is there, like given in your textbook, that sucrose solution in funnel, here the sucrose solution is there, and outside pure water is there. So water movement occur from beaker to funnel, right? And that process we call endoosmosis. When water enter into that, we call endoosmosis. When water come out from that funnel, we call exoosmosis. Same thing happens to cell also. If water comes out through that semi-permeable membrane, then we call exoosmosis. And when water enters into the cell through semi-permeable membrane, we call endosmosis. Exit, we call exosmosis. All of you clear? Two terms, exosmosis, endosmosis. Or should I repeat? Right. Tirth, Shri, Sahil, Sharon, Urva, Netra, Nazia, switch on your video. Chaliye, next. Can anyone explain me what is osmotic pressure we have discussed?
Can I?
नहीं, अभी और किसी को टर्न देते, then आपका turn. Mutahir, can you try osmotic pressure? Hena Patel. Hena, unmute.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Osmotic pressure is the positive pressure applied
For what? Why should we apply that pressure? For what?
to prevent water from diffusing.
Simple, to prevent osmosis. Right? We have
Yes.
to apply only that much pressure over here, which helps to stop this osmosis process, right? So the pressure at which osmosis process stop, we call osmotic pressure, right? Now, see, one more time, suppose this is a cell is there, and due to the osmotic process, when water come outside the cell, then we call endoosmosis, right? Next, one more topic is there for your understanding, that reverse osmosis, right? Reverse osmosis. Reverse osmosis, osmosis में क्या होता है? Simple, that water move from higher water potential to the low water potential or higher concentration of water to low concentration of water. अभी यहाँ पे reverse condition करना है, meaning low water potential to high water potential, water moves. This thing helps into what? To separate out pure water, or to extract the pure water from the saline water. From the salt water to extract the fresh water, for that this reverse osmosis helpful. Right? Reverse osmosis, in short we call RO. घर पे होता है ना RO system. In that this one works, reverse osmosis. Now, we have learned that at one of the pressure, right, the osmosis process will stop. Now, one point the osmosis process stop. Still we apply when okay, at one point equilibrium is there. After that, now okay, if we want to stop the osmosis, then we have to apply the external pressure. This external pressure that helps to stop the osmosis. Once the osmosis process stops, still we give some more amount of pressure over here, and that leads to what? Reverse osmosis. When more osmotic pressure is given, right, then it leads to reverse osmosis. And reverse osmosis benefit is what? It helps to extract the fresh water from the salt water, right? So to purify the water, for this RO system is required. RO के साथ अभी UV एक होता है, okay, to kill that microbes. The combinations are there. RO का main meaning होता है to convert salt water into the fresh water. Are you all clear with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Right. Now the next topic. See, before that, see this picture first. In first picture, that here the first picture, in that osmosis occur, right? Water enter into the funnel, endoosmosis occur. In second one, the pressure applied. Pressure applied how much? Only to stop the osmosis process. That much pressure is applied. Then can you make out over here? ये देखो यहाँ तक pressure है. Then over here this much. Both the pressure values are different. Once the process is stopped, okay, still we apply more and more pressure. Then it leads to what? Reverse osmosis. Right? Outside the water ही है, inside sucrose solution like this. But due to the more osmotic pressure applied, now it performs reverse osmosis. Right? Next topic, plasmolysis. Plasmolysis. Lysis meaning what? Breakdown. Right? Breakdown of plasma membrane. But how? Breakdown means here, not exactly the breakdown, we can use that term, but detachment of the cell membrane from the cell wall. How this thing happened, that we are going to learn. For that, please take understanding for these three terms: isotonic, hypotonic, and hypertonic. Suppose here one of the cell is there. Into the cell, water is present, salts are present, right? And this cell, when we kept in an external solution, here the external solution is there, which we prepare, right? So in external solution also, water plus salts are there, but both have same concentration. यहाँ पे suppose 5 ml water है and 3 to 4 salts are present. The same thing, water be 5 ml over here, 3 to 4 kinds of the salts are there, same kinds of salt, right? So everything is same in external solution as well as inside the cytoplasm of cell. Water level as well as that solute concentration, everything is same. Then that kind of solution we call isotonic solution, राइट आइसो का मीनिंग होता है सेम, टॉनिक का मीनिंग होता है सॉल्यूशन. सो सेम सॉल्यूशन inside the cell and outside the cell, right? Second term, that is हाँ
एक और रिपीट करो ना.
yes, isotonic solution. आइसो का मीनिंग होता है सेम, टॉनिक का मीनिंग होता है सॉल्यूशन. Same concentration, we can say that. Same concentration of water and solutes inside the cell as well as outside the cell, right? See, when we perform the experiment, then we can understand this thing. We have to take a cell, plant cell एक हमने लिया, next keep it on a slide, right? अभी slide पे भी हम कौन सा solution ले रहे हैं, same type of solution which is present inside the cell, right? That solution we consider as a which one? Isotonic solution. बोलिए clear है? श्रेया?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Next, another term that is hypotonic. Hypotonic का meaning क्या होता है? Lower concentration. This is the cell. Now, in this cell, salts are present, water molecules are there. Now, this cell, when kept in a solution which has a lower concentration meaning what over here? This solution we can consider as a dilute, right? Dilute meaning what over here? Water is there plus very less amount of salt compared to the cell, or solute, you can say that. Compared to this cell, okay, here outside the solution is that in their composition, water plus high amount of water content is high, but very less salts are present, right? That solution we called hypotonic. Or else we can simply use the term dilute solution. Dilute का meaning क्या होता है? Water is in more amount compared to the solids. All of you clear this term? ये terms नहीं समझ में आएंगे तो plasmolysis नहीं समझ में आएगा. If not, please tell me, I will repeat. Kashish Desai, unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me what is hypotonic?
Lower concentration.
Yes, lower concentration of solution, right? Next, exactly opposite है hypertonic, right? Exactly opposite, that's a hypertonic solution. Hypertonic solution meaning what? Water, very less, strong solutions, right? Water or strong, or you can say that concentrated solution. Water very less, but salts amount or more, right? hypertonic solution water less and salts are more. Hypo में क्या था? reverse condition, water more salts less, right? ये हमें compare करना है. When cells, suppose this is a cell and this cell when kept in a solution, right? Now this solution either be isotonic, hypotonic or the hypertonic, any one of them. If same concentration of solute and water same like a cell, we call isotonic. Cell में जो concentration है उससे थोड़ा dilute है, salts amount less, then we call hypotonic. And if more amount of salts are there compared to the cell, we call hypertonic. बोलिए, clear है? These three terms are clear. At least write down fast. Tirth, Shri, Shikha. Purva, unmute yourself. Purva Rathod, are you there? Unmute yourself. Purva, should I remove you? Misha, unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
बोलिए, what is hypotonic solution?
Ma'am, in hypotonic solution, the lower concentration.
Lower concentration. Okay. Hypertonic,
Higher concentration.
higher concentration of what?
Salt.
Yes, very good. Higher concentration of salt. Next. Now, you have learned osmosis, right? यहाँ पे हमें osmosis ही follow करना है, same for water movement. Now, suppose this is a cell, right? And this cell, when we kept, okay, when we kept in isotonic solution, right? This cell when kept in an isotonic solution, and here the cell membrane is there, that cell, okay, sorry, outside cell wall, inside the cell membrane is there, that membrane behaves as a semi-permeable membrane. So now tell me, water movement occur from where to where? Here the isotonic solution is there, isotonic meaning same concentration like a cell. Then can you tell me water movement occur exactly from where to where? Outside to inside, inside to outside. No movement लिखते हो ना, that is wrong. No net movement is the correct answer, right? No movement, movement तो होगा, semi permeable है, water है, one water goes, molecule goes outside, one inside at the same time, right? So net movement we can't observe. Net movement is zero, right? Because on both the sides same concentration is there. Next, suppose now if I am keeping this cell in hypotonic solution, hypotonic meaning what? Compared to the cell, outside water level is dash and salt level is dash. Galau, unmute.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Can you fill this blank? Compared to
Yes,
the cell,
ma'am.
external solution has how much?
Ma'am, compared
Water
to the
कैसा
cell,
है?
water will be less in the inner side, that is in the cell, and in outer side, the water will be more. Salts will be less.
नहीं, tell me, hypotonic solution है here outside. So in that
Yes.
water, hypotonic का meaning क्या होगा? Water more or salt more?
Water more, salt less.
Water is more, right? And salts are
Less.
less. So now can you tell me, water movement occur from outside to inside, inside to outside, or no water movement?
Outside to inside.
outside to inside, correct, right? Because yes, all are correct, that water here outside, the more amount of water is there compared to the cell, because it is kept in a hypotonic solution where water is more in amount compared to the salt. And you know water follows that, what higher water potential to low, here semi permeable there, so water enter into the cell, right? When isotonic solution is there, then no net movement of water, cell remain in their original size, no change in their size, and that normal condition we called placid. Three terms you have to learn: placid, turgid, and plasmolized. So first, when cell kept in a cell kept in a isotonic solution, there no net movement of water, no water moves inside the cell or come outside the cell. So it will remain as it is. So cell shape will not change. And that we call original shape, we call placid cell. Next, when we get the cell in hypotonic solution, then what happens? Then water enter into the cell, right? Shreya, can you tell me when water enter into this plant cell, then what happens?
The plant cell swells.
Swell, right? In the last class, we have learned that Turger pressure, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
plant cell swell when water enter into the cell, and due to that, the cell size increases, it swell. And that swell or swollen cell we call turgid cell, right? So when cell kept in isotonic, placid cell, well, cell kept in a hypotonic, turgid cell, right? Now third category, that is the hypertonic solution. When cell, this is a cell kept in a hypertonic solution, right? Now Atre, unmute. Atre, speak. अनम्यूट करके बोलना पड़ता है. Archisha,
Yes, ma'am.
Archie, what is the meaning of hypertonic solution? Water level, water concentration.
Water concentration is less as compared to salt.
Yes, correct, right? And this solution is hypertonic for this cell, right? Cell में क्या होगा? Water concentration high, salt concentration कैसा रहेगा compared to that hypertonic less? Archie, can you tell me? So in this case, water moves from where to where?
Outside the cell.
Huh. Outside, inside more water is there. That's why we can say that water moves from cell to outside, right? Archie, can you tell me when water comes outside from the cell, then cell का क्या होगा?
Shrink हो जाएगा.
Yes, correct. Cell will shrink. Good, correct. Right? Cell will shrink. Now, and when shrink condition is there, then we use the term plasmolyze. Right? So three terms you have learned. One is a flaccid, second is a turgid, and the third one, that is the plasmolyzed. In these three terms, do you have any doubt? Should I repeat one more time? कशिश रोकाड़े, unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
क्या नहीं समझ में आया वो?
Ma'am, flaccid वाला.
Flaccid meaning what? Normal condition, right? Flaccid meaning normal condition. Now, ये normal condition है, right? Normal कब रहेगा? जब solution outside the solution, external solution is there, with the same concentration like a cell. Yes or no?
Yes.
Kashish, राइट, सेम कॉन्सेंट्रेशन, सेल में जितना वाटर है उतना ही सेम आउटसाइड सॉल्यूशन में जितने सॉल्यूट्स है सेम कॉन्सेंट्रेशन प्रेजेंट आउटसाइड. So when same concentration is present outside the cell, then we can't say that only the water come outside or water goes inside. Water molecules come inside, come outside as well as goes inside. Both occur at simultaneous. But that we consider as a no net movement. We can't say that that comes only outside or goes inside. Kashish Rokade. And that normal condition of cell we call flaccid. Clear hai?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Chaliye. Next. Now we are going with textbook lines. If the external solution balances the osmotic pressure meaning what? The solute pressure, the amount of salts present in that cytoplasm, right? Balance means jitna salts present inside the cell, same concentration present outside the cell in this external solution. Then we consider this solution is a isotonic. If the external solution is more dilute than cytoplasm, we call hypotonic. And if more concentrated than cytoplasm, we call hypertonic. After that, next, when we keep this cell in hypotonic solution, right? Hypotonic solution में तब cell क्या करेगा? Swell. And ये line यहाँ पे half रह गया. Shrink in which one? Hypertonic. Cell swell in case of hypotonic condition, hypotonic solution, and cell shrink in hypertonic condition. Right? Plasmolysis occurs when water moves out of the cell and the cell membrane of a plant cell shrink away from its cell wall. See in this picture. Here the cell membrane is there. First we will see this one. Right? Can you make out over here outer cell wall is there? And inside that cell membrane is present. Right? Cell wall is a rigid structure in a plant cell. Right? Cell wall is a rigid structure. Now, due to this structure present over here, either the cells get swell, right, or the shrink. Next, after that, here the see when isotonic solution is used, then cells remain as it is, no change in the cell wall, right? Cell membrane structure. Water moves inside as well as outside. Next, after that, when cell kept in a hypertonic solution, hypertonic में क्या होता था? Water comes outside, right? When just imagine from the cytoplasm, due to the hypertonic solution present outside, water continuously comes outside from the cytoplasm, even from the vacuoles. Then what happened? Gradually, the cell membrane gets shrink. Can you make out here? This is the cell membrane, which is going to be shrink ho jata hai. It is just initially it attached to the corners here. This is a cell wall. When plasmolysis begin, right? Cell membrane start detaching from the cell wall. Initially detached from which part? Corners. Corners से ये first detach होंगे, right? And gradually there it will be shrink and attach, remain in a one corner to the cell, because all water from the cytoplasm, from the vacuoles that come outside. So this type of cell wall remain as it is. Change कहाँ पे होता है? In their cell membrane, because cell wall is a rigid structure. So cell membrane over here get shrink, plasmolized. Okay. Now, after that, third thing, that's the hypotonic solution. When we kept this cell in a hypotonic solution, means outside more water potential is there, higher water concentration compared to the cell cytoplasm. So water enter into the cell in this vacuole as well as cytoplasm. Cells get swell. Can you make out the differences in the shape of these two images? Right? Cells get swell when turgid condition is there. Okay? So cells get swell, and that condition we call the turgid cell. Right? Turgid cell at what time when we observe this thing, that when hypotonic solution apply. Hypertonic solution होगा the cell plasmolized, and isotonic solution is there, then cells remain placid normal condition. बोलिए clear है? श्रेया? Okay.
યસ મેમ ક્લિયર.
Hmm.
મેમ તો આજે તમે બતાયા એ અને આ ટેક્સ્ટ બુક માં આપ્યા છે એ સેમ જ છે ને?
Same. See, consider here the external solution is there, right? Shreya, now your turn.
યસ મેમ.
Here the plasmolized cell is given. So outside with solution, isotonic, hypotonic, hypertonic, which one?
હાઇપરટોનિક.
Okay, correct. Hypertonic, right? Here water comes from where to where?
From
Or water moving
inside of the cell to the outside of the cell.
from inside, exactly from which part water comes outside?
From the cell inside from the cytoplasm.
As well as
Cell membrane.
vacuole,
Yes.
right? Vacuole and cytoplasm both, right? Next, after that, next, Jugal, unmute. Jugal,
Yes,
can
ma'am.
you explain me the second diagram, this one?
It is a flaccid.
Yes, very good. It's a
Uh,
flaccid. Yes, others can write that answer in chat
Solution
box.
will be isotonic solution.
Yes, solution, that's the isotonic. So can you
And-
make out equal movement of water?
There
Right?
will be no net movement.
Yes, yes, correct. Next, Galav, unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you explain this one?
Yes, ma'am. This is a turgid situation. In this situation, the cell will intake the cell at the cytoplasm and vacuole of the cell will intake water as the outer
Okay,
external
before that, tell me,
environment
here the
is
cell kept in
hypertonic.
a with solution, Galav. Here the cell kept in a with solution.
Hypertonic solution.
Hypertonic,
Hypertonic
sure.
solution.
Hyper or hypo?
Arre,
Turgid.
turgid intake. Yes, ma'am, hypertonic.
Right. Turgid, for that remember hypotonic. ये mistake नहीं होना चाहिए.
हाँ.
Okay, done. So plasmolysis occurs when water moves out of the cell and cell membrane of a plant cell shrink away from its cell wall. Okay, as you have seen in a picture, that cell membranes start moving away, detaching from the cell wall. This occurs when cell or the tissue is placed in a solution that is we call hypertonic solution, that is hypertonic to that protoplasm. Okay, प्रोटोप्लाज्म का डेफिनेशन ये होता है सेल माइनस सेल वॉल. प्लांट के लिए अप्लाई होता है ये वर्ड, सेल माइनस सेल वॉल, तो वो होता है प्रोटोप्लास्ट. एंड उसके अंदर जो साइटोप्लाज्म है दैट वी कॉल सिंपली एज अ प्रोटोप्लाज्म. राइट? चलिए, नाउ so the water when drawn out of the cell through diffusion into that outside solution fluid, so protoplasts shrink away from the wall, and that condition we call plasmolyzed cells. Next, the movement of water occurs across the membrane, moving from an area from higher water potential to low water potential outside the cell. Now, what occupies the space between the cell wall and the shrunken protoplasm? देखिए, in this picture, for this one, plasmolized cell, here the external solution is there. Okay, हम यहाँ पे ये cell wall है. This is the cell membrane, right? This one undergoes plasmolysis. So at the end of the plasmolysis, it will occurs like that. This will settle at one corner, right? Completely shrink. Here the outside solution is there. Same way here outside solution is there. So can anyone tell me that now the space is created between this cell wall and cell membrane, because cell membrane shrink ho gaya. So exactly over here, which thing is present? Space is there, means air is present, or else this external solution is present. Can anyone tell me? When cell is plasmolized, the space is created between the cell wall and the cell membrane. So in that space, which solution is filled? बोलिए.
मैम हाइपरटोनिक.
Hypertonic. Okay. Disha Parekh,
Yes, ma'am.
your answer?
मैम क्वेश्चन रिपीट करो ना और एक बार.
देखो ये cell wall है. Here the cell membrane is there. After plasmolysis, just imagine के shrink cell membrane is there, right? Cell को हमने hypertonic solution में रखा था. Then we can observe plasmolysis. So in this space, when cell membrane detached from the cell wall during plasmolysis, then in this space, which solution is filled?
मैम एक्सटर्नल सॉल्यूशन.
External solution, that we here consider as a which one? Hypertonic solution. All of you clear this thing? Yes or no? Kaneri Gandhi, right. Chal. Next, when the cell now we are going for, okay, learn that isotonic condition, flaccid condition. So when the cell or tissue is placed in an isotonic solution, then no net flow of water towards inside or outside, because external solution balance hoga, osmotic pressure is balanced to the cytoplasm, that we call isotonic. Osmotic ka meaning hota hai solute, remember. Same concentration present outside as well as inside the cell, we consider isotonic. And when water flows into the cell and out of the cell in equilibrium, then we consider that cells are flaccid, right? Now here one line is given, the process of plasmolysis is usually reversible. Process of plasmolysis is usually reversible. Meaning what over here? ये cell plasmolized है, right? Now again हमें ये shrink cell membrane है, उसको normal condition में लाना है. Now your turn, students. You will have to explain this thing. This condition we call plasmolysis. अभी again हमें इसको ये जो shrink cytoplasm cell membrane है, तो original position पे लाना है, normal condition create करना है. Then we have to take which external solution? Isotonic, hypertonic, hypotonic. Out of these three, which one we should use? Archisha. Archie,
Yes, ma'am.
can you tell me?
Ma'am, as we will use hypotonic solution, so the cell will swell and the solution will.
Correct.
Yes.
Hypotonic solution we used over here, right? Hypotonic होगा, ये अंदर का concentration ज्यादा है. Here we consider ये hyper हो जाएगा. More concentration is there. because water तो outside आएगा, more salt is there inside, so we consider hypo में water ज्यादा होता है, तो water moves inside the cell from outside, right? So gradually the cell membrane means inside the cytoplasm vacuole water content increase and cell membrane enlarge, and it will regain their original position, right? And that condition we call deplasmolysis. D का meaning होता है remove, plasmolysis condition को remove करना है and cell को normal condition में लाना है, right? So that we call deplasmolysis. Plasmolysis shrink the cytoplasm cell membrane. Deplasmolysis again get the normal condition. And to convert the cell from plasmolyzed condition to deplasmolyzed condition, for that we have to give it solution hypotonic. बोलिए clear है? All of you clear? Okay. Right. Okay. Chale, next. So the process of plasmolysis is usually reversible, right? Because deplasmolysis can also take place when the cells are placed in a hypotonic solution, meaning higher water potential outside compared to that cytoplasm. So water diffuses into the cell, which causes to swell the cell membrane. And when water enter into the cell, then this water molecule creates pressure against the cell wall, and that pressure we call Turgor pressure. That is the positive side P value, right? We have discussed already this thing. So when water molecules enter into the cell, it exerts a pressure on the wall, and that pressure we call Turgor pressure, right? The pressure exerted by the protoplast due to the entry of water against the rigid wall is called positive psi p value Turgor pressure. Now, cell wall is a rigid structure, right? So when cells swell, Galav, mute yourself, Galav. Because of the rigidity of the cell wall, when water enter into the cell doesn't rupture. Why? Because this is the cell wall. Imagine here the water molecules enter into the cell, right? So these water molecules exert pressure on the wall from all sides. When water molecule enter into the cell, that exert pressure, right? And this pressure we call Turgor pressure. When the cells swell, Turgor pressure arises. And exactly same amount of pressure exerted by the wall also. Same amount, but direction is reverse, opposite. So that's why we consider over here Turgor pressure is equal to wall pressure, but ये क्या हो जाएगा? Minus. And due to this condition, cell will not rupture. Otherwise, it might happen cell break. Animal cell में अगर हम ये process करते तो क्या होगा? In animal cell wall is absent. We don't have cell wall, rigid structure, only the cell membrane is there. Then cell get burst, right? So if anyone asks that if animal cell into the animal cell, if we perform this thing, okay, or animal cell kept in a hypotonic solution, then what will happen? Remember, cells get burst because continuously water enter into the cell, and at a one time cell get burst, rupture, because we don't have cell wall, rigid structure. बोलिए clear है? Yes or no? Right. Galav, Galav,
Yes, ma'am.
clear?
Yes, yes.
Anyone with not clear, so I can repeat again. Mutahir, unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
बोलिए मुताहिर, क्लियर है?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. चलिए, next. Now we are going, okay, first we solve this question and then go ahead. Which organisms other than the plants possess cell wall? Who will tell me? You have learned this thing in chapter number 2. Which organisms other than the plant possess cell wall? Shreya.
Bacteria.
Yes, bacteria. Other, okay, after that, bacteria. Next, other than bacteria, correct. Bacteria has cell wall. Next,
Ma'am, may I?
Galav. Yes, Galav.
Ma'am, bacteria, algae, fungi.
Right, bacteria, algae, fungi, right? Even some protists, Zanelli, correct, good. They have a cell wall, right? Bacteria meaning prokaryotes, right? Chale. All are correct, good. Now, ये question है कि what would be the psi-p of a flaccid cell? What would be the psi-p of a flaccid cell? Right? Pressure, potential of a flaccid cell. Now we are going to learn this thing, right? Understand carefully. First, we take this isotonic solution, flaccid cell, normal cell, right? Normal cell में क्या है कि ये cell wall है. Here the cell membrane is there. So water enter भी नहीं हो रहा है, water exit भी नहीं हो रहा है. So is it create a pressure on a wall? Yes or no? Is it create any kind of extra pressure? No, right? So for flaccid cell, book में नहीं दिया है, but NEET में भी आता है. Please note down in your textbook or notebook. For flaccid cell, psi-p value is 0. Right? Next. See, हमें ये decide करना है कि 0 किसका होगा, positive किसका होगा, and negative. Can you tell me psi-p value positive किस में आएगा, turgid or plasmolysed? psi-p value will be positive for which one? Turgid cell में होगा या plasmolysed? मुताहिर unmute. मुताहिर unmute करो.
मैम गलती से देखिए
हाँ?
टाइप करने में
मुताहिर
गलती
speak
हो गई।
loudly. Okay, by
मैम
mistake तो
turgid
ठीक है.
by mistake है।
हाँ, तो ठीक है. This will be accepted. Plasmola is not accepted. Huh? So here the psi-p value is positive for turgid cell because it exert the pressure. Water enter into the cell and this water molecule exert pressure on a wall and that we call the psi-p positive value, right? So we consider positive psi-p value turgid. For plasmolysed condition, 0, positive or negative. Yes, for plasmolysed which one? Negative because वो तो shrink हो गया, wall के साथ attach भी नहीं है अभी, right? Throughout the wall it will not attach, so that we consider as a negative psi-p value. बोलिए आपको ये concept समझ में आया? How can we decide psi-p value 0, positive and negative?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
सुंदर. चलिए. Okay, I'm giving you break for 5 minutes and then we will go for this next topic, right? Break for 5 minutes. If you want to note down this thing, you can. Otherwise, relax. Take a break for 5 minutes. ना तो मैं हाँ imbibition. Imbibition is a special type of diffusion when water is absorbed by solid colloidal causing them to enormously increase in volume. Right? Simply, पता है घर पे हम करते हैं resins, काली द्राक्ष. When we soak in a water, it swell. Have you observed this thing? Have you seen this? Right. So, see, imbibition, like osmosis, is a special type of diffusion. So, diffusion hoga, again same. Diffusion meaning what? Here water moves, right, from higher concentration to the lower concentration. So, when water is absorbed by solid in dry resins, le lo, right? So, in dry resins, can anyone tell me in that water is present in dry resin? No,
No.
right? But when we soak these dry resins into a water, then into this dry resin, certain compounds are there, solid compounds. That compounds we call colloidal in nature. And these compounds have the ability to absorb this water inside that, right? And see, अब तक हमने क्या लर्न किया फ्रॉम वन सॉल्यूशन टू अदर सॉल्यूशन वाटर मूवमेंट अकर, राइट? Cytoplasm to external solution or external solution to cytoplasm. We are talking about liquid part. Now we are going to learn about what liquid and solid. That certain solid colloidal materials are there that have the ability to absorb these water molecules, right? For that, first understand, suppose this is one of the colloidal material, right? This colloidal material, it absorb. First क्या होता है, actually understand this. Absorb means water molecules attach on the surface of this, and then absorption process occur. First adsorption that leads to absorption of water molecules, right? So and by that way, आप देखो dry resin ये है, but when we soak in water, their size will increase so enormously that increase that in volume, right? Same way, आपने घर पे sprouts तो देखे होंगे, sprouting करते हैं, right? Dry green gram and others are there. When we give them moisture or water, है ना, water को water में soak करके गीले कपड़े में बांध के रखते हैं. So moisture is provided, ultimately water condition is provided, then and there their size is increases and seedling process occur. Yes or no? From that two processes come outside radical plumule. Have you seen this one also? Yes or no? तो ड्राई सीड,
Yes,
अब देखो घर पे आप कोई भी ले लो, ग्रीन ग्राम मीन्स मग मॉट एनीवन, उसमें भी तो वाटर नहीं होता, बट व्हेन वी अप्लाई वाटर सो हायर कंसंट्रेशन वाटर का कहाँ पे होगा, आउटसाइड, एंड इन दैट अगेन सेम द सर्टेन मटेरियल्स आर देयर, सॉलिड मटेरियल्स व्हिच हेल्प्स टू एब्सॉर्ब दिस थिंग, राइट? नेक्स्ट सिंपल वन मोर एग्जांपल इज देयर, पता है इन मॉनसून सीजन, रेनी सीजन, डोर्स जो होते हैं ना स्वेल हो जाता है, ऐसा ड्राई वुड पता है स्वेल हो जाता है ड्यूरिंग रेनी सीजन, उसको ओपन क्लोज करने में भी प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है फिर, राइट? दैट इज आल्सो व्हाट वन ऑफ द एग्जांपल ऑफ दिस इंडिबिशन, राइट? सी सीड इज देयर, ड्राई सीड, ड्राई सीड in that, or to give moisture or water to this dry seed. So what happens to this dry seed? Dry seed size increases due to entry of water inside that, and that thing exert a pressure, and due to this pressure the seed could break and radical plumule comes outside. That pressure we call, here this pressure exerted due to this process imbibition, so name given, that is imbibition pressure. right? That we call the imbibition pressure. Okay, and this pressure helps into this pressure is required for seedling process. Without this pressure, seedling what would not be happen. So the pressure that is produced by the swelling of the wood had been used by prehistoric man to split the rock and boulders. Meaning, suppose here the rock crevices is there, small crevices, and imagine here the wooden part or the seed is there. When water comes here, that this portion gets swell, and that helps in to break this rock part, right? So to split the rock and the boulders, for it also this imbibition is required. If it were not for the pressure due to imbibition, seedlings would not have been able to emerge out of the soil into open. Imbibition is also one kind of diffusion. Since water movement is along the concentration gradient, outside more concentration compared to the inside, and inside that means seed lilo, you can take a dry that resins, in that the materials are there which almost have a no water, hence they absorb water easily. Water potential gradient between absorbent and the liquid imbibe is essential for imbibition, right? Liquid imbibe meaning what? Liquid absorb. First absorb hota hai, then absorb by that colloidal material that we call the liquid imbibe. In addition, for any substance to imbibe any liquid, see every solid particles we can say that they perform imbibition. Certain are there which have the ability to absorb this liquid or water and then absorb. So affinity is required. Affinity should be first mixed between this adsorbent and the liquid water molecule, and here between the colloidal particle which are present in that seed, which are present in the dry seeds. Between them, the affinity, attraction is there, affinity is there, right? And that is required for what? That is the prerequisite for imbibition process, right? See here, one of the images there. Here, the beaker in which water is there, dry seeds are placed. After some time, we have to leave this setup for 4 to 5 years, right? After some time, when we observe, the seeds get swollen. And this swollen seed inside that, due to the entry of water, imbibition pressure is exerted, and due to this pressure, the seedling process takes place. Radicle and plumule comes outside, and the seeds germination process occurs. बोलिए इम्बिबिशन टॉपिक में किसी को भी डाउट है?
नो मैम, क्लियर.
चलिए अदर स्टूडेंट्स. Give me a minute. Okay, friends. We complete this topic and just a second. Yes, chaliye. First we complete this topic after the imbibition, that long distance transport of water, right? See, long distance transport of water. Here the roots are there, stem axis, and then the leaves are present over here. So at the tip of the leaf, just imagine for the water is translocated from the root to the stem to the tip of the leaf, right? Same thing we can consider for in reverse direction for food, which flows through the phloem, leaf to the stem to the root, right? So at earlier stages, कि ये पहले derive नहीं होता कि how the xylem helps in to translocate the food, how the phloem helps in that. So at some earlier stages, you might have carried out an experiment. For that, one of the experiment is given here. Simple. We have to take a one twig. Twig meaning one of the branch stem axis which has a flower. Flower in which color? White color. And that flower we have to keep it in a beaker. In beaker where color water is there. In this water we have to add any color. You can use the turmeric to give a yellow color. Right? Simple. अगर घर पे आपको ये practical करना है, you can do this thing. And after that, leave this setup for few hours. Here the color water is present. Due to that, the flowers which get this water from this beaker through the system, that is also converted, white flower convert into colorful. Here the red water, color water, so flower also get the red color. Green color hota hai, so flower also convert into greenish color. White flower convert into green color. Right? With the help of this simple experiment, scientists know that they can easily understand the pathway, okay, pathway of water movement that is occur through the vascular bundle and specifically the xylem. Xylem helps in this, right, to water transport. Now, small plants say then it's okay by diffusion, right? Diffusion that helps into this translocation of water. But long distance transport of substances. In first lecture, you have learned short distance, long distance, right? So long distance transport of substances within a plant that cannot be achieved only by diffusion, because diffusion is a very slow process, right? So by the diffusion, this thing cannot be possible. Here, one of the example is given is by diffusion, the molecules transfer 50 micrometer length is what? One of the long plant is there, and that molecule runs in 2.5 seconds. It just cross 50 micrometer, and ये plant imagine के 1 meter का है. So how much time it will take, right? And with this time, other parts where water is not available, that parts undergo aging, that death occur. So in large and complex organisms, often substances have to be moved across very large distances. Remember, for this long distance transport, diffusion as well as active transport, both are not sufficient. Some other systems should be there that helps into understand or that helps into translocate this water and food at a longer distance. Because in plant, root system, and here the leaf is there. Imagine leaf is a synthesis part. Food synthesis part is the leaf. And this food is translocated towards the root, because root also need nourishment, stem cells also need nourishment. So root tip tak ye food jana chahiye, which is a very long distance. Right? So root cell over here, the food is utilized. यहाँ पे food utilized होगा, over here also food is utilized, right? So synthesis site is different, utilization site is different, and in between them very much long distance is there. We have learned in morphology chapter that storage of food also. Suppose here the roots are there that store this extra food, तो भी तो food को यहाँ पे translocate करना पड़ेगा. So synthesis of food, utilization of food, storing side of food, everything are different. Right? And in between them, very much long distance is there. For this, diffusion and active transport would not be sufficient. Spatial transport systems are there, and that transport system runs at a very faster rate. That system we call either mass flow or bulk flow system. right? Mass or bulk flow. Mass, you can say that, or bulk, okay, in common general language, we can, in a bulk, in a group, okay, the molecules start moving in a bulk, larger quantities. The molecules start moving from one point to the other point. Consider this is a leaf, this is a root, right? Now, between these 2 points, the differences are there. Differences in terms of what? Pressure differences. Pressure differences, consider, here we are going to learn for water transport for a longer distance. So root continuously absorb the water from the soil solution. That water transfer through the stem to the leaf, and leaf में क्या होगा? Water transpiration process occur. So water यहाँ से loss होगा, root से enter होगा. That creates a one type of column. That creates a one type of water column. From the root, water absorbed through the stem, it goes towards the leaf, and at the leaf, this water get transpired through the transpiration process, right? So at these two different points, the pressure is generated. This pressure we call hydrostatic pressure. This pressure we call which one? Hydrostatic pressure, right? Chaliye, can you tell me, towards the leaf, positive hydrostatic pressure होगा या negative for water?
पॉजिटिव.
पॉजिटिव. वाटर के लिए मैंने बोला है, at the leaf for water, positive hydrostatic pressure or negative? बोलिए. गालव?
Yes, positive.
बोलिए. Wrong. Disha, can you explain?
मैम वो आपने स्ट्रॉ वाला एग्जांपल लिया था ना, उसमें हमने माउथ
करेक्ट करेक्ट. यस, इमेजिन कि ये स्ट्रॉ है, यहाँ से वाटर एंटर हो रहा है, जूस एंटर हो रहा है, राइट? तो ये साइड पे यहाँ से यूटिलाइज्ड हो जाता है. श्रेया, नाउ कैन यू गिव मी द आंसर?
हाँ मैम, नेगेटिव था.
क्या? बोलिए, क्लियर है?
यस.
राइट. सो लीफ के साइड पे वाटर तो ट्रांसपीरेशन हो रहा है, लॉस हो रहा है, सो दैट क्रिएट्स द नेगेटिव प्रेशर. रूट के साइड पे कंटिन्यूअसली एब्सॉर्ब हो रहा है, दैट क्रिएट्स अ पॉजिटिव हाइड्रोस्टैटिक प्रेशर. सो एट दिस टू डिफरेंट पॉइंट्स द प्रेशर ग्रेडियंट इज क्रिएटेड, राइट? एंड ड्यू टू दिस pressure gradient, the long distance transport is possible. किसी को भी डाउट है इसमें? Right? Same thing we can learn for this phloem also. Right? Okay. Phloem में food synthesized होता है leaf में, right? Utilized होता है imagine के root cell. So can you tell me now, लीफ में क्या कौन सा प्रेशर होगा, पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव? हियर द फॉर्म, हियर द यूटिलाइज्ड. बोलिए, लीफ में कौन सा होगा प्रेशर?
पॉजिटिव. पॉजिटिव.
पूर्वा
Positive
राठौड़,
होगा.
पूर्वा राठौड़ अनम्यूट.
हेलो.
पूर्वा, कैन यू टेल मी इन
हाँ.
लीफ हियर? देखो यहाँ पे फॉर्म होगा
मैम.
हाँ, ये यहाँ पे जस्ट इमेजिन के फूड
मैम मेरे को
फॉर्म हो रहा है.
एग्जांपल रिपीट करके बताओ.
नहीं, आप पहले ये अंडरस्टैंड करो. ओके, यहाँ पे फूड फॉर्म हो रहा है, राइट, कंटिन्यूअसली लीफ में. तो फूड का फूड इन दैट प्रेशर, दैट कंटेंट इज मोर, यस और नो? फूड कंटिन्यूअसली प्रिपेयर होगा तो इसका कंटेंट मोर होगा. यहाँ पे यूटिलाइज्ड हो जाएगा, तो ये रिड्यूस्ड हो जाएगा. तो मोर प्रेशर कहाँ पे? फूड से जनरेट होगा.
यस.
कहाँ पे जनरेट होगा? टेल मी.
मोर
प्रेशर
प्रेशर
जनरेट, हाँ, लीफ में होगा या रूट में?
रूट.
ड्यू टू द फूड.
हाँ. यस.
बोलिए आप, लीफ या रूट?
समझ ही नहीं आ रहा.
See, leaf is there over here. Yes, Disha, correct. That here the more amount of food is continuously the food formation occur, and that food is utilized over here in the root, right? Now simply one take it one example. आपके पास 10 चॉकलेट्स है, राइट? पूर्वा, आपके पास 10 चॉकलेट्स है, राइट? ठीक है। अभी ये 10 चॉकलेट्स ग्रेजुअली आपको आपके ब्रदर सिस्टर्स को देने वन बाय वन, राइट? तो ब्रदर्स सिस्टर वो वन बाय वन, ओके, दे यूज दिस। आपको वन बाय वन उनको पास करना है। 10 के 10 चॉकलेट्स आपके एक बार यूटिलाइज हो जाएंगे, बट 10 चॉकलेट्स जब आपके पास है वो टाइम पे आपका प्रेशर ज्यादा है, यस और नो?
यस,
राइट? फिर वो यूटिलाइज कौन करता है? ब्रदर सिस्टर। वो प्रेशर रिड्यूस्ड हो रहा है, यस और नो?
यस,
राइट? तो फूड जहाँ पे फॉर्म होगा वहां पे प्रेशर क्या होगा? मोर,
ज्यादा होगा।
समझ में आ रहा है? फिर रूट का जो
हाँ,
होता है
बात है।
जहाँ पे वो यूटिलाइज हो जाएगा,
वो
उसका
reduce,
प्रेशर रिड्यूस्ड हो
हाँ।
जाएगा,
हाँ,
राइट?
आगे
So at two different points, the pressure differences are there. Pressure gradient is formed at one
Gradient.
point high, at other point low pressure
Low.
is there, right? चलिए, अभी समझ
हाँ।
में आया?
हाँ,
Okay, ठीक है,
थैंक यू।
ठीक है. Now you can mute. So mass flow is the movement of substances in bulk or in mass. Mass meaning what group? In mass group. From one point to the another as a result of pressure differences between the 2 points. Right? This is unlike the diffusion where different substances move independently depending on their concentration gradient. Right? Here the only one direction, xylem hai, right? Xylem, root xylem is there, leaf xylem is there. So continuously in this one direction the water movement occur in xylem, right? Root to the leaf. Diffusion में तो क्या हो रहा है? On both the sides this thing can be possible according to the concentration gradient. Here this one mainly follow the pressure gradient, right? At one point the more pressure is there if xylem water level, and here the low level because यहाँ पे transpiration होता है leaves में. So due to this pressure gradient water moves upside, right? This is totally different process. It's not a diffusion simple, right? So bulk flow can be achieved either through positive hydrostatic pressure and negative. Now I'll give you one of the most important information for me. Positive hydrostatic pressure, right? Positive hydrostatic pressure. With that, please note down that it's a pushing. Positive hydrostatic pressure, that's the pushing. Negative hydrostatic pressure we call pulling, right? नेगेटिव पहले अंडरस्टैंड करते हैं थ्रू द स्ट्रो. स्ट्रो का हमने लास्ट टाइम एग्जांपल लिया था कि आपके पास कप ऑफ जूस है, राइट? शुगर कैन जूस, स्ट्रो है अभी, तो माउथ से आप सक्शन क्रिएट करते हो तो माउथ में कौन सा प्रेशर आ जाता है? नेगेटिव. एंड टूवर्ड्स द नेगेटिव प्रेशर द सॉल्यूशन अराइज, राइट? दैट जूस अराइज. सो दैट वी कॉल, वो क्या करता है? पुल करता है. Okay, the content is there, उसको pull करता है towards the negative pressure gradient. And positive pressure gradient का meaning यहाँ पे example meaning what? Pushing. पता है गार्डन में small fountain जैसा होता है जिसमें से water come outside, ऐसा आपने देखा है? That we call garden hose. फिर उसमें से water के sprinkles निकलते रहते हैं. Have you seen this thing? तो ये यहाँ से पाइप से प्रेशर क्रिएट जनरेट होता है, पॉजिटिव प्रेशर, एंड दैट थिंग ये पुशिंग है कि वाटर को पुश करता है यहाँ से. ओके, थ्रू द पाइप ड्यू टू द प्रेशर वाटर पुश आउटसाइड एंड जनरेट दिस स्प्रिंकल्स. सो वन इज अ positive hydrostatic pressure, another is a negative hydrostatic pressure. Positive example garden hose, negative example straw. And the bulk movement of substances through a conducting or vascular tissue together we call translocation. आपको इसमें कोई डाउट है और क्लियर? प्लीज टेल मी.
क्लियर मैम.
All of you write down quickly, fast. Yes. Right? See, xylem में जो होता है mainly दो साइड पे ये होता है, that's a pressure gradient. ये नेगेटिव प्रेशर के साइड अपवर्ड जाता है. ये जो mainly होता है वो पॉजिटिव बल्क फ्लो मूवमेंट होता है. इन शॉर्ट रिमेंबर इन बोथ xylem and phloem. Phloem that helps in translocate the food, organic, inorganic solutes, right? Xylem that helps in translocate what water, minerals, then some then hormones and some organic nitrogen also. Right? This compounds translocated with the help of xylem and phloem. बोलिए, आपको कोई डाउट है इन दिस पार्ट? जिया राठौड़ क्लियर है?
यस मैम.
राइट. श्री श्री पटेल बोलो. आफिया
Yes, ma'am.
क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, one announcement, right? See, tomorrow onwards, MWF, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, in afternoon extra session of biology, timings 4:45 to 6. Join, meet at 4:30. Right? And we will learn 4:35. Okay, we will start a new chapter in this session, that chapter number 15, plant growth and development. This session will start from tomorrow, Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday, Friday, Monday. This will repeat. MWF. Okay, 4:45 to 6. Join meet at 4:35 till 6. Now all of you leave. Goodbye.